dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life goes lemons, just just you're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just
And welcome race fans to Bristol, where we're going to celebrate Zorku's birthday at Bristol, baby. 200 miles short track racing at its finest. We're playing off the cuff today. We're going to have fun. Let's get rid of that ticker. These guys are finishing up qualifying, and they're going to grid here. I'm Cliff up here in the booth for Sim Racing Media alongside Matt, DJ Mixmaster Money something or other. Bringing the party. Matt, how you doing tonight?
I am doing freaking fantastic. Birthday on deck. Bristol, baby, Tennessee. Get some whiskey. Let's go. It's about to be epic.
Well, we know it's going to be a short circle around this track, so let's get through the grid real quick. Lilith Peters is going to grab the pole. Cameron Harris second. Patrick McQuaid's going to start third. Kyle Purcell's going to start fourth. David Harra fifth. Sean Purcell's going to start sixth. Zorku Jeremy Flanagan, the birthday boy himself, is going to start seventh. Travis Rodriguez eighth. Evan Clapper's going to start ninth. Justin Horton's going to start 10th. Nathan Christensen's going to start 11th. Let's go down crack side. My apologies. Let's go down trackside and get a look at these fantastic cars.
Yeah, getting a look here at the starting grid tonight. Lilith Peters on the pole, Cameron Harris. But everyone's looking for that birthday boy tonight. Hopefully they're in the Cliff. Do you see anyone in the Army in the chat yet, Cliff?
No, sir. No one. You know, you got to show up a little late to the party.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
you can't be the first one in, right? You got to come in casually late. I'm sure Zorku Nation's going to show up and represent to the fullest as soon as they get out of bed, maybe?
Hey, up all night, sleep all day, work hard, play harder. So I agree. And they're always usually here in scale and force. As that pace car starts to roll off, the Silver Bullet, the Foxfire Foods, that grocery getter hot rod is fast tonight, Cliff, because she is on the pole. And don't look now, but look who is right behind Lilith Peters on the bottom. He got that flux capacitor recharged last week until someone stole his lunch money. Patrick McQuaid, can he keep the momentum going? We're going to find out as we got 200 laps under the lights to prove it.
Tonight's race is going to be brought to you by Foxfire Foods and Kaijucat Motorsports. Celebrating Zorku's birthday today, so keep your eyes on that 72 machine. But fun fact, if any of the Kaijucat Motorsports drivers win tonight, they're going to get a code for 10% off at foxfirefoods.com. No matter what, check out foxfirefoods.com. The website is great, looks awesome. They're doing good things, and check out that Luna's hot sauce.
Hey, speaking of Luna's hot sauce, wasn't Lilith Peters supposed to get us tacos or something?
I heard something about tacos.
I did.
We're still waiting on that.
It's okay, you know, when you're about to go racing and that pace car pulls off, who can be worried about tacos when you're turning 9,000 RPMs on the racetrack and they're off going up through the gears? Lilith Peters currently has the lead as we go through the turns 1 and 2 complex. Oh, look who's coming on the top side, the Purifier.
Kyle Purcell spends no time waiting on getting that bumper, putting that thing to use. He gave a shove to the 27 right off the green flag. I don't think he quite meant it. I think the 27 wasn't quite as quick on the jump as the 10 was, and that's the result right there. But the 10 will find himself up to second. Kyle Purcell.
And I like that line he's running. He's going up high in the corner, running the egg, and that's going to give him a lot of momentum coming off the corner. As you see that 10 machine now close it in on the back of Lilith Peters. Like I said, no one bankrupts you like this guy when he is behind you sitting and waiting. But Cliff, he might have a different strategy tonight as he's on the attack right now. He might have a bad fast Camry here at Bristol. We're about to find out as he is really dialing up the pressure early. I look at Lilith Peters stalking, looking to the inside. Kyle Purcell on the move, and that Camry looks strong here in the early running.
Really making that progressive banking work for him. Now it looks like the one of Peters is going to try to take that line away and see if she can't put a stop to that 10's momentum. I think for the moment it's going to work, but for how long? It's a short track. There's not a lot of room here, and you can only make your car so wide for so long. See if the 10 can get by on the one on the top side very soon, if not the next couple laps here.
Well, there's the chrome horn administered. So we got that out of the way. You can tell Kyle really has a car here that he's like and has a lot of confidence in it. This is probably the most aggressive I've seen him on the opening laps of the races. He's really giving the business to Lilith Peters right now, saying, I want by.
I mean, it's Bristol, baby, you know? And we've only got a handful of only 3 races left until we crown a champion. If you're Purcell in that 10 machine and you're sitting, where are you, 7th in I'm sorry, that's Kyle, 5th in points, and you're racing door-to-door with second place in points, you're not going to give an inch out there. You're going to take all night long. Here they are door-to-door as the 10 actually grabs the bottom side, trying to switch things up a little bit here, forcing the one up to the high side, right up against the wall, too.
And look at that. Lilith Peters gives him the spot. Purcell to the front. And that Cliff, that was exciting to watch. That green flag dropped and he just nerfed the 27 out of the way.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Hey, you do. It wasn't in a wrecking way. It was just, hey, I'm here to accomplish a mission tonight, and no one is going to stand in my way. As Kyle Purcell goes up 3 spots, takes the lead. As we're looking back now at that third place machine, piloted by David Hara. He's up 2 spots in the 15th clip.
Yeah, you know, things start to happen really fast around here. We're already up to lap 14, and I didn't want to forget about the rest of the field here. Hara and Clapper, 3rd and 4th. Not too far back, but in a hurry, you know, you can lose the leaders quick here at Bristol, as we're seeing happen. And then in 5th place here, you got Lightning McQueen back in 5th. Sean Purcell sitting in 6th, and Justin Horton right behind him in 7th.
Yeah, in 8th place, that's going to be the 27th, Cameron Harris. Hope everything is okay with that machine because he has fallen back quick, fast, and in a hurry. Unlike the characteristical 27 we see out there on the racetrack. Going back to the field, 9th place, that's going to belong to the Toyota Adam Angerstein. 10th, Jeremy Flanagan. 11th, Nathan Christensen. And Travis Juggles Rodriguez rounds out the competition here tonight. Here at Bristol, the home of Thunder Valley, the world's last great Coliseum. And Kyle Purcell right now is the gladiator, taking it to the house as he is out there, now starting to pull away from Lilith Peters. That is impressive.
You know, I hate to say it, I don't want to jinx this group, but clean and green here so far for 20 laps as we come across the line. Kyle Purcell in that 10 Toyota. We're looking good here for a birthday bash at Bristol. I'm wondering when the show's gonna happen. If that's at halftime, if we got, you know, who's gonna be performing is kind of the questions I've got on my mind.
Well, I think the show's already started.
It's not that kind of party.
I think all possible modes are in play here tonight. And it's only going to get wilder if you go off what we've seen so far on the finish, because that 10 just took it to the house on the get-go. Now here comes Lilith Peters. She's starting to run him back down, and that would make sense, especially because, I mean, how are you going to run that fast and not use your stuff up just a little bit? But, I mean, objective completed. He went out there and proved he can get it done on the restarts, no matter where he starts. He's got a fast car in the short run. Lilith Peters working hard now to try and get back by him. But Cliff, catching a car is one thing, passing them is another. And Kyle returns the favor, gives the one plenty of space, and she's going to go back to the front. So we now go on board with the one of Lilith Peters.
Yeah, Peters is going to reassume that lead. Just as you were saying it, you know, I didn't want to interrupt you there, but she kind of made it look easy, as she tends to do. But it wasn't. I can guarantee you that. And Kyle Purcell, it almost looked like he let her have it. I don't want to speculate, but it is early, and I'm sure it looked like her car got a little bit faster there as the run went on. And I think the 10 was just playing the safe game, letting the one car get by. And now as Evan Clapper finds his way up to 3rd and now trying to make a pass on the 10 for 2nd. Evan Clapper sitting at the top of the points currently, and you know, we kept talking about him all season as being the rookie of the year and whatever, and I think we've crumpled that up and we've thrown that paper in the trash because he is leading the points here just in front of Lilith Peters, but these two have been kind of finishing at the top almost week in, week out here, and they deserve to be at the top of the points and right where they are. So Evan Clapper's going to put the pressure on the one before this race is over, I guarantee it.
You know, to go off of what you said there, you're absolutely right. What rookie who? He's probably the most consistent performer of the year candidate so far late in the season, and he has steadily gotten better each and every week. And look at him now. I mean, last 3 or 4 races, ever since Watkins Glen, I mean, this man has been a name to contend with, and he gets stronger and stronger each and every week. And here he is, up 7 spots in 31 laps in P2. I could not agree with you more, Cliff. Like you said, he's the current points leader. Who says a rookie can't come in and get it done? Evan Clapper, living proof. Anything is possible if you put the work, you have the will and determination to go out there and succeed.
And kind of one of these sleepers here in the Kaijucat Motorsports camp. You don't, I say he's a sleeper, but he's, scooping up podium finishes left and right. But not one of the original Kaijucats as I remember them. Lilith Peters, Justin Horton, and Jeremy Flanagan. And then Evan Clapper has kind of come around this season to kind of almost dominate and be the one of the newer drivers here to keep your eyes on. Kaijucat Motorsports, big scoop up on him. And of course, Foxfire Foods on the one car there. Got Luna's steak sauce on the hood. Again, tonight's race brought to you by Foxfire Foods. Check them out, foxfirefoods.com. If one of these Kaijucat Motorsports team members wins tonight's race, you'll get a 10% code. I can get you the code if that happens, of course. And
yeah, if you're looking for a tasty treat, Foxfire Foods has the meal to eat. You just got to go to the website, watch the video, very interactive, engaging, 10% off, like Cliff was saying. Get away from the mainstream brands. Go to the people that care, that have the personal touch and attention in the products, and that's exactly what you're going to get with Foxfire Foods. If you haven't checked them out, just like Lilith Peters and Company has them on their car as a sponsor, try them out, give them a test. You'll never go back to the rest. I can guarantee that. As we're continuing to watch now, the 72 machine here, Jeremy Flanagan, birthday man on board in that 72 machine.
Got some work to do here, sitting back in 11th. I think he's just kind of letting this first phase of this race come to him and taking his time. He's a smart man behind that race car. Race steering wheel, I should say. And it's Bristol. He knows some carnage is going to happen. Surprised it hasn't yet, to be fully honest with you. 40 laps in, and these guys have not had an incident yet. Knocking on my desk here at home. It's not made of real wood, but we will pretend tonight. Meanwhile, back up front, looks like the 7 car of Travis Rodriguez is going to get lapped there by the 1. So we visit our first lapped car here. Oh, he's going to get to the wall, trying to stay out of the way there as well. Hats off to the 7. Take it easy, though.
I have done that so many times early on in my league, running leagues at this level in iRacing, or pointed myself out of events on road courses, trying to be courteous and getting out of the way. So it certainly is an art form. It can also bite you in the tushy, as it just almost did there to the 7, as he got in the wall. Cliff, I want to go back. We were talking about Evan Clapper and how quickly he has developed and evolved. Well, the other side of that story is when you're surrounded by greatness, top shelf drivers, that have that veteran experience, they have the patience, they have the skill. Plus, you got one heck of a sponsor to make sure you're eating good in the neighborhood each and every day. I mean, you are that person, that newcomer is poised. They're going to have the best shot for success. And I think that's the other part of the story. I mean, when he comes to that team, that bar is set very, very high. And with the amount of help and support he has from all those key assets within that team, no surprise that Evan Clapper is where he is, but would not be possible without the likes of Lilith Peters and Company, because I guarantee you they've had a very critical role in that driver's development this season.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And here he is leading the points here coming into Bristol. Really only worried here probably about Lilith Peters, as we've got 2 races left after this weekend. This week, it being a Tuesday. I love Tuesdays for me. This is like my weekend right here. Enjoying this AARL action for the Blue-Gray Plastic Fabrication Cup Series. Glad you could join us if you're watching at home. If you're just catching up after the fact, thanks again, of course, for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying what you see. And to not miss any of the action, be sure to hit that bell notification. Go ahead, Matt.
That's right. Smash the like button, ring the bell. That'll help seed the YouTube algorithm. Get these drivers, this league, in front of more viewers just like you, who's out there each and every week cheering them on. So join the family if you have not done it already. Cliff, already 51 laps on the board, and I guess when they're clicking by at just under 16 seconds right now, just blazing pace around this racetrack, we're going to be out of time for cake here in no time.
We are. The cake's not quite ready yet either. We got to continue to bake that as David Harra comes down pit road. We talked about it real quick. The action happens fast, but as we go side by side, you won't miss any of that action. We're going to pay some bills, and we will be right back as lap 53 of 200 commences.
Cliff, you got me?
And back at the racetrack, I do got you, man. As I was saying, back at the racetrack here, with Lilith Peters has pulled away to a 3.2 second gap, which may not seem like a lot, but as Matt said, when you're pulling 15-second laps, 3 seconds could feel like an eternity.
You feel like a lifetime here, especially here at this bull ring, the last greatest Coliseum. Could not be ever more true. Lilith continues to run some of the fastest laps in the field. And guess who's second quickest right now? Oh, Kyle Purcell is now on pit road at lap 67. So the first round of pit stops here have started under the lights in prime time tonight. Is at 10 cues up in his pit stall. He's going to bring it in, all 4 tires inside the box. See the Jack man going to work. For Dr. Feelgood's 2 cans of Sunoco Race Fuel, and he will be off and underway. Look for everyone else on the lead lap to be hitting pit road soon. His tires here are critical, as we're now off about 1.5 seconds from where we started here tonight.
There goes the leader, Lilith Peters, by the 10, and she'll put the 10 a lap down, but she will still have to come down for her pit stop, as we're at lap 70 of 200 here, so 70 laps in. The one car definitely has to take it down pit road. No one has pit yet, other than of course we just saw Kyle Purcell earlier. We saw Travis Rodriguez and David Hara both pitting off of off cycle here, but here we go. Nathan Christensen coming down. We're gonna see the pretty much the whole field come down now, I would assume. It's like Rodriguez as well coming in as he made a last minute decision.
Oh, that car is falling apart as
He's
he's
got
going
some
down
big
the
damage
road.
there. Can't even.
What happened?
I don't.
He hit the commitment cone and parts just started flying off that race
Let's see
car.
if we can get a better look at what happened. I think he might have made a last minute decision there and didn't quite make it.
Did he take the barrels out to dinner? Let's find out here. Well, that was, I don't know if it was just me and how it rendered on my end, but as he crossed the commitment cone, the car just falls apart.
Yeah, he had to slam on the
doink.
brakes there and hit the water barriers is what happened, and that's going to destroy your front end there.
And look how the see, I don't mean to laugh, but when I watched it, everything was intact and just started shedding off the race car.
Yeah, you're not wrong to chuckle there, man. That was really comical how the car just kind of disintegrated. Panels just started popping off. So nothing against Travis Rodriguez, of course.
No,
just
not
the
at
way
all.
iRacing and the program rendered the way that happened. Hopefully your car is all right. You probably need to use your fast repair there if you haven't already. It looks like you may have as you are spending some time on pit road. But anyway, back up front, the one car gets by the birthday boy of Jeremy Flanagan. Flanagan back in 8th place right now, and we'll go and take a look here as Flanagan's going to take his car down pit road. Zorku Nation's taking a birthday break. Going to come down, get a... he's going to check on the birthday cake, see if it's ready. We're going to let him know it's not. He's going to get some tires and some fuel and be back on his merry way.
He looks over and realizes everyone in the top of the pit box is eating loaded pizza that's got the works and sausage, you name it, and they're not going to even give him any and make him pull off back out on the racetrack, as he's going to have to go at least another 120 laps before he gets any type of birthday food inside that race car. Cliff, that's not cool. They should have a substitute driver ready to go for him, so at least he can come out of that race car and enjoy the party with his friends and family and race team.
I just got a word from his crew chief, actually. I just spoke to him real quick. Apparently he gets no cake unless he wins.
Ouch. Well, we know he's capable of doing that. I mean, former champion, Zorku Nation. I mean, you don't just get that for not having any criteria or being, or, you know, heck, I don't. You got to be someone like, you know, Jeremy Flanagan to get that kind of rep, that kind of PR, just recognition. But no cake unless you win. So it's a win to be into the cake and the pizza and everything else. And if you don't,
no, everybody gets cake. Only Zorku doesn't get cake if he doesn't win.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. That's a rough deal on your birthday. But hey, you know what? If anyone can get it done, that man can do it, and he can certainly claw back from being a little bit in the hole. In 10th place here at Bristol, we know anything can happen, Cliff.
You're absolutely right.
You know, the one has it on cruise control right now.
Yeah, she's 5 seconds now ahead of Evan Clapper, who's got a little bit of traffic there to deal with. Justin Horton being one of them, the 00 Sean Purcell as well, with a pretty good-looking car this week, a little bit different than we're used to seeing. It's like racing for mental health today. Great-looking car.
Great paint scheme on that race car for a great cause as well. And you can't deny all the great things that Sean Purcell does, you know, behind the scenes to raise awareness, all the other initiatives that he has going throughout the iRacing community there. As you see him working the top shelf is the 57 of Adam Clapper. Going to try and get that position, or I shouldn't say get the position there, as he continues to move forward there on the racetrack, and he does. Is now Sean Purcell's going to try to come up there. Tries to get a little bit of a love tap, you know, just to say hi to friends. All's good out there on the racetrack, but just not able to carry the same type of momentum to the that part of that center of the corner there. I'm sorry. And that's why Evan Clapper is a couple tenths quicker right now as we're now approaching or working lap 90 here at Bristol.
Travis Rodriguez still in the pits there, getting a little bit of report, possibly calling it a night here tonight at Bristol. Rough early goings in this race. Gonna probably call it a night. You know, short track racing can be pretty frustrating, and sometimes when you get out there and you start feeling like a ping pong ball, you just kind of say, you know what, I'm more of a hazard out there to some of these championship runners. I'm just gonna go ahead and park it and watch from the infield here, which is still a great show. Let me tell you, racing is one thing, but watching these ladies and gentlemen run out here is kind of more exhilarating to me than even racing. And maybe, just maybe, that's because I'm not great at the racing part of it.
You know what? You're holding back, Cliff. We all know what you're able to do out there. You toy with us mentally. You let us think we're going to get a win, and then you pull some Houdini stuff. You go through the grass, pass in the grass and win, crash and win, spin, then win. You've done it all to us. We know what you're capable of. So don't play it off like you're just the guy out there filling the field.
Hey, can we? Oh, Nathan Christensen down pit road and coming back out now in that 3 car. But here we go. Race leader coming down. Lilith Peters in that one Luna steak sauce machine.
The Pied Piper.
Oh, no.
Peters. Oh, and caution's out on the racetrack as Lilith Peters is not in her pit box. Kyle Purcell, you can't park there, has had an issue on the racetrack. Not sure what happened.
We're going to find out, but he sure tried to park there.
Something tells me he may have been trying to get to pit road, possibly with Lilith Peters, and something went amiss.
You see him just outside. Him and the birthday boy got to get together. And, you know, that's just a racing deal right there. Running out of real estate, I'm going to, you know, I feel like we owe another view.
Yeah.
Or another angle here. 72 on the bottom side here. The 10 really pinching him down. The 72 is going to come up. Just doesn't really know he's there.
Yeah, he squeezes him like a duck. And just gets him right there pinched up into the wall and has to lock it down. And obviously you want to stay out of the racing groove. Doing the veteran thing there, holding the brake so he doesn't collect someone else in that carnage, as well as take himself out there. And like you said, Cliff, that's just a racing deal. But that part of the corner where the car is really loaded up doesn't take much to just break free and step out from underneath you. Highly unfortunate for the 10 of Kyle Purcell, but the good news is we know he has a fast car and he has more than 100 laps to put himself back in contention as we're back under caution here. That iRacing pace car now on the field.
Yeah, our first caution of the night, actually, as we're just about halfway here. And I just want everyone to let that sink in there for a moment. Just about halfway in a 200 lap race here at Bristol. And this is our first caution. Just a huge shout out to these drivers so far. Pretty amazing race. Very clean. Can't say enough about you guys. That being said, the 10 and the 72 getting together. I think they were just kind of getting bored out there, ready for some close racing action that Bristol is known for.
I think the 72 was letting the 10 know they have snow cones down in the pits. After
Come down and get a snow. You want to go down and get a snow cone? You know you do. And he went down there and he found out it was chicken sandwiches, and he hates chicken.
Think about that. You sell me on snow cones and then you give me a chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to be rather
upset.
hurt, just to be quite honest.
I'm probably going to throw the chicken sandwich back at you. The Fruit Snacks 10 going around to get find the back of the field here, as it looks like he's going to be the free pass lucky dog recipient.
That's what's up.
However, I don't know how that's going to work because he was involved in the, he's probably, I'm sorry. He's probably just coming around here and cleaning up the front of the field.
Well, even if he wasn't Lucky Dog eligible, I believe he would still get the wave, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he gets the wave around. It's what I meant. I didn't want to admit it.
Copy that. Yeah, and you're right. He's going to come up.
A little bit of damage there on that front end of that 10 car. I'm surprised he hasn't come down to get it fixed up here. But, it's Bristol. Aero's not going to be a big deal. Green flag comes back out, and I'm sorry that caught me by surprise. I don't know why it did. It's a short track. I should have been ready for that.
Green flag back underway, and look who is back to the point here in the AARL Cup Series. When there's thunder, there's lightning, and he's doing what he was doing here earlier on in the season, and that is leading laps on the racetrack. The 77 of McQuaid is back, but look who's off the back door. Evan Clapper, the 57, continues to impress here tonight as well.
Caution's going to come back out as Sean Purcell's in trouble. Sean Purcell looking for a parking spot, too. I'm not sure what's going on with these Purcell brothers.
You know what? I just want to make a point here. It's almost like you can almost bet if Kyle or Sean has a problem, somehow, some way, one of the other brothers going to get involved and they... Oh, no!
I feel so bad now. It's not even his fault.
He just got pushed into the pool by his other brother, and then the big kid splashes in, does a cannonball right in his face.
I think, maybe Kyle was a little upset that the 00 here had a nice, clean-looking car and just decided to end that. But, yeah, a little contact between the 00 and the 10, the Purcell brothers. And then, was that Jeremy Flanagan?
Yeah, Flanagan just jumped into the pool and did a massive cannonball right in his face after his brother just ran up and pushed him in.
Yeah, there it is. Jeremy Flanagan, Zorku having a blast out here. It's his birthday. We're gonna let that one slide, and it wasn't his fault. Nothing he could do there. But happens to be in the wrong place at the wrong time twice in a row here as our only two cautions so far here at Bristol. But like you say, and we hear Bristol and cautions breed cautions. We're seeing it live here now. Wholesale pit stops are going to happen. Horton, Purcell, Flanagan in. Actually, not wholesale. My apologies. Looks like the top 6 cars here are going to stay out, which is okay as we were just down pit road not too long ago. Lap 96 to be exact. So Muffler Man, Patrick McQuaid, a.k.a. Lightning, blinks a little bit there, but hey, he's up front right now. He's got the 57 to worry about, though. Evan Clapper, really fast car here tonight. He's at the top of the points. He's got something to prove. I would be worried about this 57 machine.
Yeah, I believe he has everyone's attention tonight, but, in return, you got to be worried about the 77 too. I mean, we know that that's a good driver inside that race car, and we've all seen what he can do when he has a piece he can go out there and contend with, and that seems to be the case tonight in the 77. I knew coming into this race, Cliff, there was going to be some great cars out there, and we know what happens in this series when you get a couple drivers with even equipment on the racetrack. It means it's going to get exciting and exhilarating down to the wire. And as now we're coming down the other side of the mountain, 108 laps in the books, I think we're going to start to see that escalate on the racetrack.
You're absolutely right. I mean, we're in the second half of this race. We finally got that caution, or the couple of cautions that everyone knew was going to happen. We get to regroup here. Almost a little bit of a refresh, a little bit of a restart. McQuaid and Clapper out front. McQuaid's going to have to capitalize on this and try to stay out front here now that he's kind of where he needs to be for the second half of this race. We saw the first half go quick. The second half could go just as quick. So do not blink your eyes or take yourself away.
like you were saying, Cliff, just someone throw a big chicken sandwich at the 57 and let the 57 and let McQuaid just get out of Dodge and bounce. And he pretty much does right there as he says, here's the McChicken, see you later. The 77 gets a great restart there. But look at Clapper when he realizes he got a hot and spicy and wanted a crispy chicken.
You know, when the 77 and the 57 were door to door, I'm pretty sure that Patrick yelled out the window and was like, free chicken sandwiches down pit road. Caught him sleeping, shot out like a cannon, but Clapper comes around to regroup and takes that lead back.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. You know, nothing aggravates a chicken fanatic, someone that loves just juicy chicken sandwiches, when you tell them it's one kind and that you give them another. And that's what happened there. He got sold. He took the bait and went to eat it, and then he realized he's going to have Thunderbum the rest of the night.
Yep. Was not expecting the spicy, but got it. The one of Lilith Peters finds her way back up to second now. Oh, we're going to have another caution, but McQuaid falls back to third here. Jeremy Flanagan and Adam Angerstein in trouble.
That's going to be the 9 and the 7 as they get a piece of the action here at Bristol tonight. There he is, the birthday man, Zorku Nation in that Chevrolet, the 72 machine. Appreciate all of his fans, loyal fans, checking in with us in the chat, sounding off as they do. Oh, and he hits a howitzer. Is a spinning 9 machines out there doing a break dance on the corner.
Yeah, it was, so here we are, we're keeping tally. Third caution, third time Jeremy Flanagan has been scooped up in some other mess. Let's go ahead and take another look at what happened, though.
Yeah, he got caught up over there at the party zone. He was doing the North Carolina raise-up helicopter sequence out there on the racetrack when he made contact there and just got a car right to the face. Watch this. The 9's going to be in front of the 15. He kicks off into dance mode here as he's helicoptering, and boom, the 72 has nowhere to go. And he spoils the birthday boys'
Man,
well, he spoils the festivities for now, doesn't he, Cliff?
this is not what Jeremy Flanagan envisioned for tonight. I'm guaranteeing you that. 3 cautions, 3 times involved, none of them which being your fault, and it's your goddamn oh, excuse me. It's your... Edit that part out, editors. We get editors, right? It's your gosh darn birthday bash at Bristol, baby, and... man, is it ping-ponging tonight. I really feel bad for Jeremy. Hopefully, he's having a good time one way or the other.
Oh, I'm sure he's been having a great time out there. You know, sometimes when it's your birthday, your buddies, you know, your competitors that you race so hard with, sometimes they like to mess with you just a little bit more. And I think that's just what's going on.
You think
right
that's
now.
what it is?
I think that's what it is.
It's a big bullseye on him because it's his birthday.
Exactly. You know, so he's just going to attract everything out there on the racetrack, and then everyone racing around him, they've all given him a little pat on the back per se. But something tells me here, now that the first half of the race is gone, they'll get down to business here, and we'll see if the 72 here can make a run towards the front as the lights are still on that pace car. 77 of McQuaid, the 57 of Clapper. Lilith Peters round out your top 3.
Again, things sorted out here at Bristol. What an amazing racetrack here. The last great Coliseum, as you said, coming into the show. And it really is. You get that view from kind of just standing back and taking it all in. And there's just... everywhere you look is just surrounded by grandstands, and it really brings you back to those Roman times in the actual Coliseum. A little bit different of a show these days in this Coliseum.
Yep, you don't have barbaric type individuals on top of horses spearing or charging each other with spears per se.
No, but what we do have is horses.
I was going to say, we got 3,500-pound race cars with some serious ponies underneath the hood, though.
Absolutely.
Chasing everybody down.
Pace car dives off. Go ahead and take us, Matt.
McQuaid's going to rock on it, stand on it through the restart zone. Here we go, all the way down into turns 1 and 2, working the complex. McQuaid rocking the bottom, but look how Evan Clapper, dang,
Man.
He got a run off the top. Looks like he has nitrous in that race car. The way he gets that restart and that car just comes to life as it shoots out of a cannon here. McQuaid's gonna fall back here. And look at this, you open the door, and Lilith Peters is gonna come on by as well, as they both do a little bit of a wiggle there as they break. That car gets a little loose in the back, and suddenly McQuaid finds himself now in third as Lilith Peters in the 57 of Clapper now move towards the point.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick McQuaid, really, he's got a great start here, or a restart, I should say, and can really time that out really well and really gets going just fine. But that 57 machine, as soon as he gets up through the gears, he's got it down pat down here at Bristol.
And we've seen that a couple times now, even on the initial start. He almost looks like the car turbo lags, and then when those turbos come on, he just shoots off like a rocket on the top side. We know that's not the case, but certainly it looks like he's got the restarts down here to his sides, just like you said. Now you see a big battle here starting to brew between the teammates of Lilith Peters in the 1 and Clapper in the 57. And this hard racing, Cliff, should allow McQuaid perhaps to sneak back into the picture just like he's doing right now.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But this battle right here, I want to go back to it real quick. This battle goes hard. This isn't just for a win here at Bristol. This is for a points lead. This 57-1 machine are first and second in the points, first and second on the racetrack. So it doesn't really get much closer than this. These two right here are going to be battling out for the next 3 weeks. So yeah, keep your eyes out on that.
Yeah, this is for unlimited cotton candy for the rest of the night. One of those bracelets. So, of course, there's going to be a big battle up here at the front. Who doesn't want unlimited cotton candy for the remainder of the party? As the 67 of Horton now continues to fit his case.
Yeah, Horton and the Blinky McBlinkster Patrick McQuaid there on the top side. They got the 15 of David Harrer right behind them, sneaking into the top 5 here in that 15 machine.
And I heard Horton actually was one of the few that actually got a snow cone on that pit stop. So, he's cool, refreshed up on the wheel. The 15's starting to come to life as well. There is Hillbilly Harrer working right off the back bumper of Horton, trying to get inside the head, get him to make a mistake, open the door, or he's just going to send it in there. But the 67 gets such a strong run through the middle, David Harrer's going to have to regroup and attempt it again.
David Harrer here having kind of I don't want to say a quiet season, but kind of a quiet season. But he's had a strong car, strong team all season long. Sitting here in 4th place, had some really good finishes throughout the season. As I jump over to my notes here, sitting in 6th place in points, he's got a good opportunity here in the next 3 races to make something happen. And being 4th here at Bristol is a good way to do it.
Absolutely. You know what they say? It's the quiet ones that you have to watch out for. Are we poised to see an explosion here at the end of the season? As Hillbilly Power Mayhem comes to life, we're going to have to wait and see. But this man has been too quiet. I agree with you, Cliff. Perhaps big things as we wind down towards the end of this high-octane, energetic season that it's been so far. Great battling going on all over the racetrack right now. Cameron Harris working just off the back of the slugfest that's taking place right in front of him right now.
Harris with a really good qualifying attempt here tonight, but falls back about 5 spots from where he started. So has a fast machine, really good at qualifying. I'm wondering if something happened there early on in the race to this race car. It's kind of falling back here to 7th, but still within the top 10. as we're about 60 laps to go here. Still has time to make up some ground. He's caught the 15 machine here.
Yeah, he's caught the 15. As Cliff, I'm getting a report here. They're going to get some inflatables up on the racetrack, like we've seen at California a few years ago when they had the Tropicana orange rolling down the track.
Yeah,
we're gonna start getting some inflatables out here on the racetrack as well to kind of mix it up, keep it real.
Yeah, this is just getting started here. You know, the race is just part of the festivities here tonight. We're going to have bounce houses. We're going to have an obstacle course here in the infield. Foxfire Foods is coming down. They're going to have free food for everybody.
We're bringing the piñata.
The piñata's on its way. Tacos are coming, I heard. There's going to be a lot of fun here tonight. So stick around at the end of this one as we're going to talk to our top three, but we're also going to get our birthday boy here up in the booth. I might even surprise him and make him do the interviews if Lilith Peters would. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make his team is in the top three. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was saying, go ahead. We'll just make it happen.
He's just going to do it. It doesn't matter.
So if Peters wins, Cliff is going to make the birthday boy do the interviews of the top three. I bet you he is not going to be primed and ready for that, so this should make for an interesting close here to his own fiesta here at SRM under the lights in prime time.
You know what tripped me up? I was going to say if one of his drivers wins the race or, finishes top three, he has to interview him. And I look up and all three of them are there in the top three. So, yeah, we're just going to roll with that.
You're psychic, Cliff.
Well, I mean, huge race here tonight for Foxfire Foods. Kaijucat Motorsports, of course. Coughing up the money here to make this race happen and bring it to you folks at home. So thank you to them. Again, check out their website, foxfirefoods.com. I hear that Luna sauce is really good, but I'm still waiting on those tacos. So Lilith Peters, if you're watching this and, we look ahead to the future and we interviewed you and I asked about tacos, be ready. It's coming. You owe us tacos.
It's that Luna steak sauce is boss. Spice up the night. Spice up the backyard cookout with Luna steak sauce. One try, one taste, and you'll see all the difference with the high-quality foods that Foxfire Foods has. Ditch the boring commercial stuff. Go local, hands-on. They care about all the different products that they offer in those stores. Check them out. 10% off, Cliff, right?
Yes, sir. If a Kaijucat Motorsports driver wins here tonight, you'll get 10% off with code right here, Kaijucat1, as you see on the screen.
There to the left, there's Luna's steak sauce. So if you go online or go into the store, you can't miss it. Fido is on the bottle as well. 10% off for all should one of those cars win here tonight. And the odds as of right now, Cliff, are looking really good.
Absolutely, as Lilith Peters has got the lead here, holding off Evan Clapper. Again, these two are going to battle it out for the rest of the season as the 57 into the wall a little bit. Not going to slow him down at all as he's fighting for the lead here, door to door, coming down the backstretch into 3.
Yeah. Now working 3 and 4. They are side by side drag race. Lilith Peters with the power on the high side where Mama likes to hide the cookies. Clapper is going to drive it really hard through the corner and get that car to rotate. Comes up and lightly touches the back of the one. Almost gets a piece of the wall there.
Yeah, these two are going to go at it for the rest of the night.
I mean, who says teammates mean something here when you're under 50 laps to go? All bets are off. Oh,
the bumper.
Clapper just gave himself the slapper.
He hits
the wall.
I don't know if Jeremy's going to be too happy about that, but hey, this is Bristol. There's going to be some contact, and I think the best competition comes within the team, right? You guys are working together all week long, probably in practices, and trying to get better, learning from each other. And then it's prime time. You're out here on the racetrack, and that is when you want to show your stuff, show what you're worth, and really, it's showing right now as Kaijucat Motorsports is 1, 2, 3.
Yep, they definitely have the spice dialed up in these race cars tonight. Plenty of spices in the store online as well. So if you want to get fueled up, get your race ready game on just like they do, head over to Foxfire Foods. That's what it's all about here tonight. Of course, we got Zorku Nation again checking in the SRM YouTube chat. And Cliff, they like the idea as well. They're on board with it.
Well, of course they are. I'm just over here. Don't mind me. I'm over here at the foxfirefoods.com website. I'm just checking to make sure they haven't added tacos to the menu yet before we get in the interview booth here with Peters. Eventually, I'm going to ask her about the tacos. Yep. Luna Steak Sauce. I got to put that in my cart. Stand by.
Yeah, I hear the tacos. That's going to be in a special product release here just for SRM live events. We're going to have our own PDF, everything, the whole 9 yards to go with. As far as
Did you see what popped up in the chat over there?
I did.
You can get Firefoxfoods.com has a whole case of the Luna sauce available to buy, and you know, I gotta think that probably tastes great on tacos. Yeah, yep, there you go. Confirmed in the chat.
Confirmed. You have questions, we have hard answers. Get that at Walmart. It's not gonna happen.
Absolutely not. Luna Steak Sauce only available at foxfirefoods.com. Happy birthday to Zorku, Jeremy Flanagan. He's back there in a 10th place, but we're ignoring that for now. We're going to ignore the 0. Just call it he's in first, okay? He's in first place.
That's right. Birthday boy always comes home number 1, no matter where he technically may be on the racetrack. He is number 1 on the track and number 1 in our hearts tonight here at Bristol.
Evan Clapper is also 2 seconds ahead of Lilith Peters, so she's got some work to do. Justin Horton sitting there in 3rd. Matt, you were saying?
I was saying, since it's a birthday event, though, the top 3 are going to have to make a stop and go with under 10 to go. So that's the other part you got to remember. So you technically don't want to be leading with 10 to go because you got to make a pass-through penalty. So you got to keep that in mind, Cliff. Special events have special stipulations, and that's just one of them.
The best part is the drivers are just getting word about this.
See? We told you we were going to keep it interesting. Maybe some do, maybe some don't, but they'll get it over the radio as competition officials and directors will be letting the top 3 know when it's 10 to go who has to make a stop and go. So, I mean, that being said, really, the best spot to be in the house right now is 4th on back. As Evan Clapper continues to have a great dominating performing race, or a great dominating, I should say dominating, but a solid performing race car here tonight. Really like how he works the top side in that middle groove. As we see now, Hillbilly Harry, he's going to hit the commitment cone there, down to that crawling pace. As he's looking for this pit box, he's got it eyed up. Going to get all 4 tires stopped inside the box. Team's going to go over the wall. The jack's going to go up. Those tires, those 17-inch tires, are going to come off. 1 lug gets them back on. 2 cans of Sunoco racing fuel. Some cotton candy through the window, and he'll be off.
Meanwhile here, Evan Clapper coming back around, still in the lead, hanging on to it. He's got a pretty good gap, but about 2.5 seconds back to Lilith Peters in that one machine. As we are winding down here, we saw how quick 15 laps went in the beginning of this race. Expect the same here as we wind down.
You know, just phoned a friend here, and he had another idea. Maybe we invert the top 3 or the top 5. Well, let's invert the whole field with 10 to go. That'd really make it interesting and shake it up.
I mean, why not, right? It's a party.
It's a party. I kind of like that idea better
right.
because who?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go for it.
I was going to say Clapper, Peters, Horton to the back. Let's go.
I mean, nothing says happy birthday without, just making the stakes a little harder for you. Just to really, and it's all about showcasing their performance. Really, that's saying we know that you're really good out there on the racetrack tonight. And we think if we move you to the back with 10 to go, there's still a great probability you're going to be up there anyhow at the end.
So Clapper. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
It's okay, man. This is dynamic as real time as it's going to ever get. So
I was just going to say, Clapper's been on pit road, the top three have been on pit road at lap 115, so I'm pretty sure they're good to go. What do you think?
They're more than good.
Yeah, we saw, 90 laps before we saw pit stops the first time around?
They were born ready for this one.
Well, of course they were. What I meant is their fuel cell running dry.
That's why he got a snow cone. He put it right in the tank.
18 to go here at Bristol. Clapper, Peters, Horton, our top three, all three of which Kaijucat Motorsports drivers. I feel like everyone else in the field is just kind of letting Kaijucat have it at this point, right? It's their race to lose.
Or is it that 3-tier birthday cake right now?
Well, the team's going to get cake, but Jeremy's not. He's back in 10th.
Yeah, that's right. He had to win in order to get a piece of his own cake.
Let's take a look at him here. We'll get his car and his name out here for his what's left of his birthday bash here at Zorku. And, of course, Zorku Nation, we appreciate you guys at least from when SRM started broadcasting All-American Racing League Cup Series here. Zorku Nation has been with us. You guys are always there in the chat. We appreciate that. So here's your time in the limelight with 14 to go. Top 10 out of 12 ain't bad, right?
No, absolutely not. Cliff, there is one way for certain. The 72 could win this race. And that's if race control automatically disqualifies everyone else with 2 laps to go. That would definitely make sure our birthday boy comes home number 1.
That's true. You're definitely not wrong. And we could probably convince that to happen, but let's see.
If you're asking what the penalty is, they did not sign in on the guest book. And that was clearly stated in the driver's meeting before the race.
Absolutely, yeah. Sorry, we're checking the records now, and yep, looks like
Nobody.
Flanagan's the only one who actually signed the book.
I mean, that is factual. We have it right here.
Well, I'm glad we could have fun here tonight and enjoy a birthday here for Zorku and Jeremy Flanagan. Great driver, great personality, great guy.
Great fan base.
Yeah, real great fan base. Great team owner. Got a great sponsor on board. FoxfireFoods.com. Don't forget. Check them out at the end of the race. Peter's sitting in second. I think she's got to win to get the code to actually work, but let me go back in my messages, and maybe the 3 of them. Stand by. All right, so here it is. If Lilith Peters, Justin Horton, or Jeremy Flanagan, one of the original 3 Kaijucat cars, win here tonight. Oh, sorry, back to the race. 57 and the 3 going to get together. Caution has to fly here as the 5-7 is backwards on the racetrack. 6 to go. Green flag is still out. Holy moly.
I'm getting a report here that he thought the 27 thought that was the pinata. And it wasn't. That was the 57 of Evan Clapper, who just got dumped.
Turned into a pinata is what happened. I don't...
See, I explicitly put in the notes if it's a race car, make sure it does not replicate another car in competition to avoid this same thing from happening.
Yeah, they did not listen.
They did not read the instructions. Now there are
isn't that just the way it always is?
Skittles and everything else scattered all over the racetrack.
So we're not sure what happened because, well, I'm not sure what happened because I was off in La La Land looking at my notes. Let's take you back and see just what did happen. This is the 5, 7, and 3 get together.
Yep. He's going to come up with the pinata whacker.
A little twitchy there.
Well, he whiffed on the first try, and then he connects on the second one, and then looks for the candy, and then realizes he hit the wrong car. He didn't hit the pinata car. He hit the car that was leading.
Yeah, absolutely. You see the 3's kind of on the low side, or coming back down to the low side and just working his way back up to the wall there. We saw that earlier too in the first caution, just kind of running out of real estate there and getting together.
It is violent as that looked off the live read. Cliff, great job with the camera work. Shout out to Jimmy Agenfeldner, our camera guy. Works so great with Cliff, bringing you these great replays here tonight, slowing it down. You know, not as bad as I thought for Evan Clapper. Is really a lot of that energy was dissipated as he was pushing the 3 down the racetrack, but really got the raw end of the deal there, as we've seen fenders and everything else coming off that car.
I'll tell you what, if you happen to be watching this entire race and then just kind of like had to jump up and go like refill your Doritos bowl or whatever, and then jumped back and came and were like, what the heck, what in the heck just happened? It's a whole new race. We got 3 laps to go. We're gonna go green, white, checkered. Sean Purcell's leading. That just kind of throws everything that led up to this moment in the trash, and we'll see if Peters, Justin Horton can take this one back for Kaijucat Motorsports, or if Sean Purcell in this 00 is going to steal one here tonight.
Well, he is in that seat where he could come up here and play spoiler, perhaps. In that 00. Sean Purcell now the race leader in the 00. Foxfire, or not Foxfire. Yeah, it is. Cliff, you said Firefox earlier, and I was thinking about it so much, I thought I made the same mistake. Two separate, totally different things. Foxfire is an open source web browser that came out in the mid-2000s by Mozilla.
Not to be confused with.
Not to be confused with Foxfire Foods. Totally separate. One's in the food retail space and one's in the tech space.
Well, I do very much apologize for foxfirefoods.com if I, in fact, did say Firefox. I did not mean the web browser. I think I'm maybe just hungry and expecting my tacos to show up soon.
Exactly. And I was thinking about it, so I didn't do the same thing I thought I did.
Well, here we go. I mean, it's been a wild night. A lot of fun here tonight. Thank you again for joining us. We're winding down here. We got an attempt at a green-white checker. Reminder, if Lilith Peters here can steal a win, or if Justin Horton grabs a win, 10% off with code Kaijucat1.
And if you get the 10% off, go with Luna steak sauce, just like it's on the hood of the 67. I bet he's feeling saucy right now.
Oh, definitely getting saucy right now with only 3 laps left here at Bristol. Green flag is out. 00 pulls away. The one car is not going to let him get away.
Oh, look at this. Lilith Peters finds an extra gear. Horton does the jig. Keeps it.
Horton gathers it back up and checks his pants.
Yeah, as he has probably the Tide Ride of the Race Award there, because he's going to need some Tide to clean his ride after this one's over. Because I thought he had a date with the inside wall, but he had a heck of a save. As Lilith Peters says, I got you, everybody watching this race right now. 10% off for all. Cliff, can we get it done?
Yes, sir. The fireworks go off here tonight for foxfirefoods.com as Lilith Peters in the Luna Steak Sauce Chevy takes it across the line for first place. She'll burn it down. Sean Purcell, Justin Horton, second, third. I promised you that we would
Get the birthday.
Yeah, I promised you we'd get the birthday boy up here in the booth because Jeremy Flanagan, we just wanted to say hello. Congrats to Kaijucat Motorsports on grabbing the win, and happy birthday, man. How you feeling?
It could have been better on my end. Could have had better wreck avoidance and all that kind of just.
Oh, you talking about the race?
Yeah, the race itself is just kind of wreck central for me, unfortunately. But otherwise, I'm doing all right.
You were a ping pong ball out there, dude.
Oh my God! Tell me about it.
You'll see later on. You had a rough go out there.
Yeah, pretty much.
But all things considered, Peters comes across the line in first. I swear that was the plan from the beginning. But a wild race. We wanted to give you the opportunity to just kind of hang out with us here towards the end, and we're gonna talk to basically 2 out of 3 of your drivers there, almost all 3 for a top 3. But what a race!
Yeah, what a race indeed. Just damn.
So let's get through. We'll grab Justin Horton here, and Justin, it's Cliff, Matt, and your boss Jeremy up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Hey man, heck of a race. P3 brought that Luna Steak Sauce Chevy across the line. Take us through your race. Pretty wild one.
Oh yeah, it was one of those races early on. I was overdriving it, couldn't get it together, burned up my tires. I was trying to take it a little bit too high through the turns. Slowly throughout the race, I started figuring out the line I should be running and how to get this Luna Steak Sauce sold by Foxfire Foods Chevy around the track as best as I could. And towards the end, I got really lucky. When I was 2 laps down, I got it down to 1 lap down. Unfortunately, then there was an incident. I was the lucky dog, got back on the lead lap. I blew it. You guys probably noticed at the end, I nearly destroyed myself, forgot about the cold tires. Totally took the car sideways and did a little bit of a drift. Could have had a shot for second of the win, but top 3, I'm happy with where I finished.
Oh, we caught
I know
that.
I should do better, but
I think Matt called that the jig that you were doing there.
Yeah.
You did the jig, and we also gave you the Tide Ride of the Race Award. Probably because, like you said, you're going to have to clean something after that, but that was a miraculous save. It able only to lose 1 spot in the process, and you come home third. You got Luna Steak Sauce on the car. Foxfire Foods, we did one heck of a promotional segment from start to finish tonight to go along with the birthday bash. And believe me, we did our part. Lilith Peters does her part, and everyone gets 10% off now from Foxfire Foods. So if you guys, again, make sure you go there. Thank Lilith Peters along the way. And if you're looking for a choice, what to get, telling you that sauce is boss right there on the hood of the 67 of Justin Horton, who comes home in 3rd place. Anyone else you want to thank, man? Who helps you get it done on that car?
Oh, I got to thank Luna Steak Sauce, Foxfire Foods, sold by them. I got to thank the birthday boy, the team captain, the amazing Jeremy Flanagan. Put together an amazing team, amazing sponsors, an amazing support system, such an overall amazing atmosphere to be around for a team. I got to thank Evan and Lilith for being great teammates too. Got to thank Blue Gray Plastic Fabrication for sponsoring the series. I have to thank you guys so much for broadcasting and all the viewers. I'm glad I was able to get inside of the podium. I feel bad for Evan. He got involved in an incident. I feel horrible for him. He's an amazing teammate and a great racer. His playoff run has been immaculate. It's unfortunate he was involved in an incident, but I'm happy for Lilith. An amazing race by her. I'm super glad that a teammate was able to win. Thank you guys so much for broadcasting today.
Hey,
You're very welcome.
Yeah, and of course, thanks to you guys for showing up every Tuesday night to put on a show for us to actually put on a show. Without you guys, we couldn't do what we do. All right, well, let's go ahead and thank you, Justin. Again, congrats on the P3.
Thank you, Clifford and Matt.
Of course. Let's go ahead and grab Sean Purcell here. Sean in the 00, grabbing second place. Had to get that car up into the top 3 there. Couldn't let it be a Kaijucat 1, 2, 3. Sean, man, congrats. Take us through your race.
Well, I barely missed out on the podium and breaking up the 1, 2, 3 with Kaijucat last week at Auto Club. Finished 4th, but this week it was a grind. I haven't been feeling well, so I didn't really practice at all. It was pretty slow at the beginning. Trying not to get into any trouble. I was using up my tires because I figured we'd get a caution, but we didn't get one until almost 100 laps in. So it was a good race. I didn't really mean to stay out. I was considering it at the end, and then I missed the fact that pits were open and drove right by it. So that made my decision for me. Could have thrown a dumb block on Lilith, but I chose not to. Figured I'd keep it clean. So she drove off into the sunset, but I was able to hold on to second, so no complaints from me.
Well, kept it clean you did, and you allowed a bunch of folks at home to have the ability to grab 10% off of foxfirefoods.com purchase. So I'm sure they're happy about that. P2, not too shabby here at Bristol. Could have been a lot worse, but you guys put on a great show. We weren't expecting to see that 00 up here in second place towards the end of this one, but you put it there anyway. So congrats on that. Anyone you want to give a shout out to before we go ahead?
Yeah,
and
first of all, I want to shout out, just this month of May just started. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, which is something that I've dealt with my whole life. So it's an important cause for me. So I'm going to be running this paint scheme probably through the whole month, at least in this series, if not all 3. So, if you ever have mental health issues or concerns, definitely go seek help. It's worth it. You're never truly alone. There's always people out there that'll care, even if it doesn't seem like it. Just want to make sure everyone knows that. And then just, shout out Dominion Motorsports, obviously the team. Chad Snyder, Johnny May put me in the car. And I really want a special shout out to Lightning McQuaid. We had a really fun battle for about 20 laps there in the final long run we had. And we both kept it clean, which is really good to see at Bristol. It's a tough place to pass, but made it work.
Yeah, you absolutely did, and you're 100% right. Tough place to pass, which meant it was action-packed all night, you and the 00 included. So thanks again. Congrats to P2. Hopefully we get to talk to you again next week.
Yeah, hopefully get on a little hot streak here. Thanks, guys.
Hi, Sean. Good job on second.
Hi, thank you.
Surprise! All right, let's go ahead and
good one.
We're gonna go ahead and grab our race winner, and as Lilith Peters enters the booth, Lilith, it's Cliff, Jeremy, Matt, and Justin up in the booth. You got us?
Hello.
Hello to you. Jeremy is going to go ahead and do your final interview.
Wait, what? I'm not an interviewer.
That's correct, sir. So the deal was, if Lilith Peters wins, she activates the promo code from Foxfire Foods for 10% off for all, and she does. The other side of that was the HMFIC of Kaijucat is going to do the interview in the booth, in the broadcast booth. So the reins are yours, sir.
It was in the contract.
I missed that part of the meeting earlier, I suppose.
Well, the snow cone truck driver actually signed it for you on your behalf.
We're just up here having a good time tonight. It is a birthday bash. We appreciate you all. Lilith, of course, let's give you the limelight. Another win in the bag. You take it home for Kaijucat Motorsports at Bristol, and I think you're going to reassume that lead as Evan Clapper finishes 4th, top of the point, so that's got to feel pretty good. How you feeling here today at the end of this one?
I'm feeling pretty good. I really enjoyed that race. I kind of wish it went green, but even after those couple cautions earlier, still had a good race. It was Evans to win until the usual happened, but it's unfortunate for him. At least we could still get a Kaijucat 1, 2, or 1, 3, and 4.
Lilith, I couldn't agree with you more. You're absolutely right. Things just tend to happen to that 57 near the end of the race, but still you can't deny the performance and how much he has really improved and grown over the course of this season. And it seems like he's up there contending week in and week out, each and every time we're at the track. Could not agree with you more. We're going to turn it back over to Jeremy. Any final thoughts for Lilith Peters, who won the race tonight?
Honestly, I'm very happy to have this team together. Evan, Justin, Lilith, all of them. They've been phenomenal. Foxfire Foods with Luna Steak Sauce, and they've been phenomenal as well. Like, I don't think the only thing I could probably ask for better is my own performance. So
That's fair. I mean, you did well here at Bristol. You've done well all season. But we brought Evan Clapper up here into the booth as well, just to kind of get the whole group in here. So I want to congratulate you guys as a group. This was your race here tonight at Bristol, and you guys did a great job. So congrats again. Happy birthday to Jeremy, and hopefully, you guys had a good time tonight.
And Cliff,
You
you
had a
couldn't
great
have said
time.
it.
Thank you.
Hey, Lilith, that was a heck of a run. But I wanted to, finish this off by saying, Cliff, you started to allude to it. There is no I in team, and you always hear that from this camp. You always hear them talking about the sponsor, giving thanks to them. You always hear them compliment and pump the other drivers in this lineup underneath this umbrella each and every time we have them in the interviewer slot after the race. And that's the recipe for having the success that you see them have week in and week out. And it all starts with great leadership, and that's who they have in the 72 of Jeremy Flanagan, the birthday boy here tonight. Couldn't have said it better myself, Cliff. And proof is in the birthday pudding, per se, as they have another strong run here tonight at Bristol. Lilith Peters gets it done. Don't forget, everybody, 10%. Foxfire Foods activated for all, so get over there to the website. Check out Luna's Steak Sauce. You can't go wrong with that. And while you're at it, go ahead, Cliff.
No, while you're at it, what? Go ahead.
Hey, while you're at it, send Lilith Peters a thank you. Let her know you appreciate everything that she's done on here during this race for you guys by getting you that 10% hookup. Cliff, anything else for these guys while we have them in the booth?
No, just
Jeremy.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy birthday to Jeremy.
Happy birthday.
No, we're not gonna sing it.
No.
No.
thank you.
No, we're not gonna do that. I won't allow it.
They're going to start charging us 10% at checkout. We're not going there.
Yes, they will. Oh, big congrats to Kaijucat Motorsports and, of course, Jeremy. Happy birthday. We'll go ahead and run through our race results. You guys are more than welcome to hang out here as we finish up. But for everyone at home watching, free tacos at the Kaijucat hauler right after the race. Lilith Peters comes across the line first and wins it tonight for Kaijucat Motorsports at Bristol. Sean Purcell in the 00 has to break up the Kaijucat dominant front row here, or front podium, the top five. For Dominion, comes across second. Justin Horton finishes third. Evan Clapper going to finish fourth, with Patrick McQuaid rounding out our top five for Mayhem Motorsports. Adam Angerstein is going to come across the line sixth, with Kyle Purcell finishing seventh in that 10 machine. David Harris is going to come across eighth, with Cameron Harris behind him in the Silver Bullet in ninth. Jeremy Flanagan, the birthday boy, is going to finish in the top 10, with Nathan Christensen right behind him in 11th. Travis Rodriguez finishes 12th. And that'll do it for us at Bristol here tonight. 12 drivers showing up. What an amazing show. Thank you, Kaijucat Motorsports, for hanging out. Matt, of course, always a great time. And, any last words from any of y'all?
Thank you guys for broadcasting it, and I hope we have a good race for the next three of these.
Yeah, that's
there's
right.
2 or 3 races
Three to
left.
go, or 2 races. That's correct.
2 left. We're going to go to Milwaukee next Tuesday, and then Darlington on May 23rd for the finale. That's going to be an amazing final race.
Yeah, we're going to end that
Yeah,
with,
hope we can put on a good show.
well, hey, Milwaukee, beer kegs and keg stands of planning, and then we'll end it with the Lady in Black in Darlington. And Lilith, want to thank you for putting on a great race, great performance. Tell Jeremy Flanagan happy birthday one more time. And Cliff, this was everything we thought we would see, right? I mean, at one point in time, all roads led to Rome, where the Coliseum originated. And now you have the last great one here in the heart of Tennessee at Bristol Motor Speedway. And these guys and girls put on one heck of a show. Party themed. I think we did a great job of it. Foxfire Foods, we talked about them. Their whole lineup, dump the commercial stuff, get back to buying from the people that care, and that's exactly what you're going to get with each and every purchase from them if you go and see them in person or online. And again, 10% off. Thank you to the driver of the one. And from Tennessee, we're going to close it out from now. We'll see you next week in Milwaukee. Get the beer dispensing helmets ready because it's going to be a wild one. But you got to smash the like button and subscribe to make sure you're notified to watch these guys and girls compete next week right here on SRM. I want to tell everyone thanks for watching and good night from the last great Coliseum. I'm Matt, he's Cliff, and we'll see you next time and have a great evening.